Marketing AI Radio, your shortcut to building smarter AI-driven marketing organizations. This show is hosted by digital personas Bailey and Kai and provided by MarketingFrontier.ai.
AI in marketing, it's everywhere, right? Yeah. Not just a buzzword anymore. So today we're going a deep dive into how to actually use it. We've got this awesome blog post by Jim Ewel as our guide. It's called How to Build an AI Marketing Strategy. And think of this deep dive as your AI strategy cheat sheet. You know how some people have all the latest gadgets, but they only use their air fryer to reheat leftovers. It will sing, yeah. Don't be that person with AI. It's like, you've got this super computer for a brain, yeah, but you're using it to scroll cat memes. Fun, maybe, but not exactly a strategic marketing move.
Right. You don't want to waste its potential.
So how do we make sure we're using AI strategically then?
Well, you was big on this. Yeah. You have to tie AI back to your business goals. And I don't mean vague stuff like get more customers.
Yeah.
We're talking about real concrete objectives. Think revenue targets, customer lifetime value, measurable stuff.
So if I'm trying to say double sales next year, my AI shouldn't just be sending out more emails. It needs to be smarter than that, right?
Exactly. It's about targeting the right people with the right offers at the right time.
Okay, that makes sense.
And to track if your AI is actually working, Ewell's all about those KPIs.
KPIs?
Yeah, key performance indicators. And those OKRs, too. Your objectives and key results.
Right. Got to measure what matters. Okay, so we've got our goals figured out. But before we unleash the AI hounds, Ewell reminds us of that old saying, garbage in, garbage out.
Oh, that's so true, especially with AI.
Right. Like, if our data is a mess, our AI isn't going to magically fix it.
It's true. Ewell actually breaks this down into 3 main areas you need to look at. First, your data infrastructure. Is your data organized? Can you even access it easily and pull out meaningful insights?
So if my customer data is, scattered across 12 different spreadsheets and a sticky note on my desk.
Yeah, you might need to do some organizing before AI can work its magic.
Makes sense.
Yeah.
What else do we need to think about?
Second, your team. Do they actually have the skills to work with AI? Can they interpret what the AI spits out?
So we can't just rely on that one intern who's good at TikTok.
Probably not. And finally, Ewell says to check your tech stack. Is it AI ready?
Oh, right. Because trying to force AI onto outdated systems, that's never going to end well.
Exactly. Ewell is basically giving you the framework to do a self-assessment. Are you really ready to use AI effectively? Or are there some fundamental things you need to fix first?
It's like laying the foundation before you build the skyscraper. Okay, so the data's organized, the team's up to speed, the tech is good to go. Now for the really fun part, where does AI really shine in marketing?
The possibilities are pretty mind-blowing when you really dig into it.
You'll mention some really cool use cases. And imagine personalization that's so good, it's like AI's reading your mind.
Right. But not in a creepy way.
Yeah, definitely not in a creepy way.
It's more like using data to understand what your customers want before they even know they want it.
Okay, now we're talking predictive analytics, right?
Exactly. Forget those vague crystal ball predictions. This is about using real data to anticipate actual customer behavior.
So we're talking about knowing things like who's likely to buy, who needs a little extra nudge.
You got it. And even predicting which products are going to be best sellers. It's like having a marketing crystal ball, but powered by data instead of magic.
I like the sound of that. So how does AI actually do that? Is it just because it can process information way faster than humans?
That's part of it, for sure. But AI can also spot patterns in data that we humans might miss entirely.
Okay, that makes sense. So it's not just about speed, it's about finding those hidden insights.
Exactly. Ewell gives examples of companies using AI to predict market trends, way before they even show up on anyone's radar.
Wow, that's a serious competitive advantage.
Absolutely. And then there's automation, which, let's be honest, is what everyone wants to talk about with AI.
Because no one wants to spend all day doing tedious, repetitive tasks, right?
Right, exactly. And AI can take over a lot of that grunt work.
So we can finally ditch those spreadsheets for good.
Well, not entirely, but AI can definitely handle a lot of the heavy lifting. Think about things like ad bidding, content scheduling, even personalizing email campaigns.
So AI is basically like having a team of tireless robots working 24/7.
Pretty much. They can optimize your campaigns, generate reports, all on autopilot.
This sounds amazing, but how do we actually put this into practice? It's one thing to talk about AI, but actually using it effectively is a whole other story, right?
Absolutely. But Ewell has some great advice on that front.
Okay, good, because I was starting to feel a little overwhelmed.
He says it's all about building a roadmap.
A roadmap. Like a literal map.
Well, not exactly. It's more like a plan, a guide for how you're going to incorporate AI into your marketing.
Okay, so how do we even begin to create this roadmap?
Ewell compares it to planning a scenic hike, which I love.
Okay, I'm intrigued.
It's not about sprinting to the finish line as fast as possible. It's about enjoying the journey, taking in the view, and having the right gear.
So we need our metaphorical hiking boots and a well-stocked backpack for AI.
Exactly. And in this case, the right gear means prioritizing your AI projects strategically. Don't try to do everything at once.
So start small, prove the value, then go bigger.
Exactly. Ewell's a big fan of what's called agile methodology.
Agile methodology.
It basically means building your AI strategy in stages. You test things out, get feedback, and make adjustments along the way.
So it's more flexible and responsive than a traditional set-in-stone plan.
Exactly. You're constantly learning and adapting based on real-world results.
That makes a lot of sense, especially with something as complex as AI.
And speaking of complex, Ewell also stresses the importance of collaboration.
Collaboration. With who?
With everyone involved. This isn't just a marketing adventure. You need IT, sales, even other departments to be on board.
Otherwise, we're all working in silos and nothing gets done effectively.
Exactly. Everyone needs to be on the same page, singing from the same AI hymnal, as Ewell puts it.
Okay, so we've got our goals, our data's in order, our team's ready to collaborate. We're starting to feel pretty good about this whole AI thing. But then Ewell throws us a bit of a curveball.
What's that?
He says that to really succeed with AI, we need to upskill our human teams.
I know, it sounds counterintuitive, right?
You're telling me. We're implementing all this fancy technology, and now we need to invest even more in our human employees.
It's not about replacing humans with robots, though some people might think that's where AI is headed. It's about giving your human teams the tools and knowledge to work effectively alongside AI.
So it's like AI is the superpower, but our teams need the training to control it.
Exactly. Ewell recommends investing in training, certifications, anything to boost your team's AI and data analysis skills.
Okay, that makes sense.
It's like learning a new language, but in this case, it's the language of data and algorithms.
It's not just about technical skills, right? Ewell also talks about finding those AI champions within an organization.
Oh, yeah, those are crucial.
The folks who really geek out on data, who are always tinkering with the latest tech.
They're like your in-house AI evangelists.
Exactly. Spreading the good word and getting everyone else excited about it.
They can be so helpful in bridging the gap between, like, the tech geniuses and everyone else.
Totally. Because not everyone speaks algorithm fluently.
Exactly. AI champions can translate those complex AI concepts into something we can all understand and actually get excited about using.
So if I've got someone on my team who's already rocking those AI skills and loves to share their knowledge, maybe they're my AI champion in the making.
Absolutely. It's definitely something to think about. Those folks can make a huge difference as you're navigating this whole AI transformation.
Totally. Okay, so we've covered a ton of ground here on the, what AI can do for marketers.
Right.
But Ewell doesn't shy away from some of the tougher questions either.
True, he doesn't sugarcoat it.
He brings up a huge EE point that often gets overlooked in all the AI hype.
Oh, you mean the ethics of it all?
Exactly. With great power comes great responsibility, right?
It's not just about making our marketing campaigns more efficient.
Right.
We're dealing with real people's data here.
It's not just about being nice with data either. Ewell gets into the legal side too. GDPR, CCPA, those are some serious acronyms.
Right. Those are big regulations that dictate how companies can and can't use customer data.
So ignoring this stuff could land you in some serious hot water.
For sure. You got to be smart about it.
It's about respecting your customers, being transparent about how you're using their data, and making sure your AI initiatives align with their values.
It's not just about what's possible with AI, it's about what's ethical and responsible.
Because $1 million marketing campaign won't mean much if your customers don't trust you.
Exactly.
So how do we make sure we're staying on the right side of all this?
Well, Ewell suggests forming what he calls an AI council.
An AI council. Okay, tell me more.
It's basically a group of people from different parts of your organization. They're tasked with making sure your AI initiatives are both innovative and ethical.
Okay, so they're like the ethical guardians of AI within the company.
Exactly. Through your ethical compass, making sure you're always moving in the right direction.
I love that. Okay, so as we wrap up here, Ewell ends his post with this analogy that really stuck with me. He says, building an AI marketing strategy isn't like using a crock pot.
Oh, I love this analogy.
It's more like tending a garden.
Because with a crock pot, you just throw everything in, set it, and forget it. But with AI, it's all about nurturing it, monitoring it, and constantly adjusting based on how things are growing.
So we're not just setting up an AI system and letting it run on autopilot.
Definitely not. It's about being actively involved, using data to guide your decisions, and constantly experimenting to see what works best.
Gotcha. It's about being adaptable and responsive. Because the AI landscape is always changing, right?
Exactly.
So it's more like, how do we cultivate a thriving AI ecosystem within our organization?
I love that. You're getting it. It's about creating the right conditions for AI to flourish.
And that takes time, attention, and probably a little bit of trial and error.
For sure. But just like with a garden, the rewards are well worth the effort.
Now, I'm curious, are there any companies out there right now that are really knocking this whole AI marketing thing out of the park?
Oh, absolutely. Ewell mentions a few in his post. Companies like HubSpot, Unilever, IBM, all using AI in really smart ways.
Give me some examples. What are they doing?
Well, HubSpot, for example, they use AI-powered chatbots on their website. Those chatbots answer questions, guide people towards making a purchase. It's pretty cool.
It's like having a 247 sales team, but powered by AI.
Exactly. And then there's Unilever.
What are they doing?
They're using AI to analyze huge amounts of data on consumer preferences so they can tailor their marketing campaigns accordingly. It's all about personalization.
Okay, that makes sense. What about IBM?
IBM is using AI a lot in their B2B marketing. Things like personalizing the sales experience for potential clients, improving lead generation with something called predictive scoring. It's pretty high-level stuff.
Wow, these are some serious AI power moves.
Right. It's really inspiring to see how real companies are using AI to get incredible results.
It really is. And Ewell leaves us with this really thought-provoking question. How are you going to use AI to not just keep up, but to get ahead? Because this AI train isn't slowing down. So it's up to us to figure out how to harness its power and drive our marketing into the future.
Couldn't have said it better myself.
Well, there you have it, folks. Our deep dive into AI marketing, guided by the brilliant Jim Ewel and his blog post. We hope this is giving you a solid foundation to start building your own AI-powered marketing strategies.
Thanks for listening to the show today. Be sure to subscribe so you never miss an episode. Visit us at MarketingFrontier.ai for more resources, tools, and expert advice. And until next time, keep pushing the boundaries of what AI can do for you.